Now we will gather all together to have a few minutes to do a recap of what happened today. So let me invite Lupita Colmenero
Present.
and our chairs, Nicole Quiroga, Susana Marino, Angela Franco, and Corina Morga. What do you think happened today? How was it?
Wow.
This is open to all, so.
Incredible. I've never attended a mental health session, although I've been invited many times. I thought for me, which time is everything, right? I put it on the side. And I'm glad that through Latina Style, I was finally made aware of so many challenges we have, especially now during the pandemic. And I'm glad that I was able to listen to all the panelists. I make my notes, and it's very important to take care of ourselves and get that oxygen mask, like one of your panelists mentioned, and move forward and take care of the rest. Thank you so much.
Robert, I had to agree with Susana. This was such an inspiring moment with all of my colleagues. There's something in the sharing and in the conversation about the stresses that we've all encountered. I think often we try to, as Latinas and powerful ones at that, we try to charge on and we don't give ourselves the time to even realize that we do have subconscious stresses in addition to the, professional stresses that we have. And so it really made me feel as a part of a bigger purpose and a bigger group. And the camaraderie was very humbling. The empathy among us is very palpable. And I know, as we all should know, that we have just a number of wonderful friends, amigas y familia to turn to when we need it the most. And so, I remember Gloria saying more sunlight, candor, and conversation. And I loved that because, now is the time for us to come together stronger than ever, more than ever before. Now is the time where we can regroup and change that number of entrepreneurs that's so low that are breaking the $1 million mark and charging together as Latinas and as a family. I'm just so confident that we'll come out in a better spot. So thank you so much to my colleagues, Susana, Angela, Corina, Robert, Lupita, and everyone else here. It's been an honor and a privilege. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Angela.
You want to go first? Okay, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so no, I thought it was a wonderful, wonderful morning. I am fully, I applaud you for bringing all the personal, dynamics, because really everything starts within. And one of the things I want to say is there's space for everybody to succeed. We don't have to, to pull anybody down or anything like that. We all have a space, we all have a mission, and we all have something to contribute. And it's just finding that gift that you have within what is going to make you shine, not pushing others down. So Lupita, again, to you and Robert, thank you. And Lupita, I have to say, I meant to say it this morning, but I didn't, but you really have a soul that is amazing. And it shows. It shows in your words, it shows in your actions, in the way you speak, in the way you care. So I really want to thank both of you, Robert and Lupita, and to all the co-chairs for sharing this space that was very, very special. And it was very special for me to be here. Angela, you are very kind. Thank you so much. What I can tell you, ladies, is that I am just so full of, again, gratitude and inspiration. The speakers that we have did an amazing, amazing job in sharing that wisdom and the knowledge. It goes back to what we said at the beginning, that we need to be united as a front, right? To address all the challenges every single day that we face, not just as a business owners, but as a Latinas, as moms, as wives, as all the roles that we play. And we managed to succeed. And it is thanks to
people like the one we have joined us today, to the resources that we have available that otherwise, probably we wouldn't know that they are there. So thank you, all of you, for sharing. I think I need to mention this. I was very impressed with what Patty Juarez shared with us today. What the deed of Wells Fargo of giving all the money that they got paid for the Small Business Administration processing those PP loans, that they give it back to the community. I think that is remarkable, and that is something that we need to highlight. And I would love to hear for the other financial institutions, right? Because there are dozens and dozens of other financial institutions that were also working to provide this type of grants and loans to our communities. So kudos to Patty Juarez and to Wells Fargo and to everyone. Corina, go ahead. I know that you have a lot to say, but let's keep just having the conversation open.
No, thank you, Lupita. Everything's great. I just want to say, just really short in closing, again, we can't really thank Robert and everybody who behind the scenes. There's quite a few of you guys who put these events on together. And just to be candid, this is one of my favorite events. I know we're virtual for safety reasons, but I can't wait for it to be live next year. This is a really great opportunity to meet some amazing women. I think everybody that spoke today, that shared their expertise and their experiences, spoke from a very genuine perspective. And I think that allows that level of vulnerability is really important when you're a business owner searching for help, resources, companionship, understanding somebody who can relate to some of the things that you're going through. So this conference is one of my favorite, and I thank everyone who came today to participate and to learn and share their experiences. So I really can't wait to be a part of it next year. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely. Nothing like being in person. Nothing like being in person and being able to shake hands again and to hug. That is food for the soul, definitely.
Totally.
So,
I agree.
a couple of things. One, Nicole. Yes, you dear.
Yes.
I want to thank you personally for bringing the light of Florida to DC, and what represents in my mind what it's going to be like when we get all together again in person.
That's right.
Thank
The
you, Robert.
color of hope. Susana, creo que tú fuiste la que sugirió el título de esta conferencia.
Correcto.
So when you think about Latinas Pivot and Adapt, conquering new opportunities in 2021 and beyond, we owe it to Susana. Thank you so much for that suggestion.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Lupita, because, I learned quite a bit today at the conference, and I'm grateful to both of you. You have put a tremendous agenda together, and some people don't realize how stressful it is to have a virtual event. You did phenomenal. Your team is, people that I share, that I really like and treasure. So I hope to participate next year, and I look forward to share with you the new endeavors that I have in store for starting this year in my personal and professional life.
Thank you so much, Susana.
The contributions that you ladies made to this program have no price, really. You guys are being phenomenal. We deeply appreciate that. You guys help us, form the whole committee and find the speakers. I mean, it's a normal and great amount of gratitude that we have for you. I also want to recognize Lori Burgos and the panel for Nationwide. Susana, you mentioned that you've never been in this type of conference where we address mental health that is so critical for us to address. That presentation that Valeria Aloe made, it's right on target. Many
Definitely.
of us can relate to that, right? And many of us try to hide it, and that is not healthy at all. Nothing like taking the bull by the horns and address the issues that we have so we can be able to move on and continue to grow. You know, when I started my business 34 years ago, and people will tell me, how can you manage to start a newspaper? And how can you manage to put, you know, all this enterprise together? And I used to say, well, you know, there were different times. Things were not that complicated, but that is not true. Things were hard, extremely hard. And especially because I became pregnant with my daughter and with my business at the same time. So it was not easy, you know. So yes, we need to give credit to ourselves. We need to pat, you know, ourselves on the back and be able to recognize that, wow, we managed to do amazing things when we are, you know, conscious that they are not easy, but they are also possible. So, and all of that goes to you as well, because you have your very own story to tell, and it talks about the same, you know, a lot of hard work. So congratulations to all of you, mis amigas. Las quiero mucho y siempre muy,
Gracias.
muy agradecida.
So
Thank
we
you
want to
all.
thank you all and let you know that we'll be coming to Washington, D.C. shortly, and we will be getting together. And you, Nicole, welcome back to Washington. I think you're moving back
Thank you.
now that after being sequestered in Florida.
I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you, Robert and Lupita.
Yeah, same here. By the time, of course, we're going to wait till the cicadas are gone away before we go.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. So, Angela, un millón de gracias. You've been a great partner and friend through the years. So is Nicole, and Susana, a ti y a tu, at your second half, not the better half, your second half. Give my regards.
I will.
I mean, muchas gracias a todos.